Okay, welcome to our weekly package sync. The first item on the agenda is Dan. I'll read for him. There's an epic containing our maturity goals that Tim spent a good amount of time putting together. Please set aside time to review all the issues for each category and move them to ready for development as we usually would, with a weight and clarified as necessary. I'll warn you, there's probably some issues there that that are not fully described, but you could just say like, it could use more details if you see something like that. For Dan, reading for Marion, Tim reading for Dan, reading for Marion. The backporting process is changing due to the database schema changes. Please review this MR, and he links to the MR there in the delivery project. Oh, there's Dan now. Hey, Dan. Do you want to read the third item for yourself?
Yeah, apologies for that, peeps. Ran a bit late this morning. There's an initiative to have product managers, product designers, engineering managers all get on the same page for communication as well as iteration in the form of training items. So I've created my issues. So if you want to follow along at home, it's here. That's 955 in the product project. Tim has his as well, and I'm not sure if Ian had a chance to create one yet, but we'd love to have you join in. You did? Yes. Thank you. And thanks for covering the first couple of items there for me, Tim. Next one is Eric shared this, was actually Sid who mentioned it. There's some comments, there's a comment that I shared from Slack. Sid's concerned that people are not empowered to spend time with their families. They are. Please bear in mind as you take time off to support your family wherever necessary. I did share that in the package channel as well as the engineering CI/CD channel. Something to remember. It's a difficult time for a lot of people. So please feel free to take whatever time you need. And then the next one, Daniel Stipoletti is trying to come up with he's a peer manager in CI/CD with a structure and or format for social activities that people might like to consider. If you want to go contribute to that, that'd be awesome. He's been doing this with his team already, like playing games online and like sharing screens and stuff like that. And his team has found it pretty fun. I was careful to share this. This isn't something that might be something that I'm super stoked about, but I want to make sure that everyone knows that there's a cool thing here to do if you're interested in like game sharing time as a social format. So yeah, thank Daniel for putting that together. João, over to you.
I just shared the link for a proposal that is open right now to choose domain experts for reviewers by default. So it's just something to keep an eye on to David.
Yes, so I have an issue about the container registry notifications. I made the API on the RAID side, and now we need to wait for the distribution team, I guess, to configure the registry. So I can't test or verify the issue. And actually the question is, what do we do with the issue, since it's kind of blocked and waiting for the other team?
Yeah, I mean, if it is blocked and you're waiting for that, then probably put workflow blocked on it. The one you linked to, if I'm getting it right, has production on it.
Yeah, because my MR for the API was deployed on production, but I can't test it since it needs a token in the configuration, which is not set on staging. So I guess it's not set on production, which means that I can't make any call to the API. So what do? I can put the workflow blocked.
Is there Like, do we need to open an MR to be able to change the configuration on each different level of production?
There are some issues that are linked in one of the comments, and I guess it's an ongoing issue on the distribution team. Distribution team. So we are kind of waiting for the whole thing, the configuration on the container registry side.
Yeah, so if you can't, it's really in verification then, right? Like if it's meant to be in staging or it's in production, you're just trying to make sure it's actually working the way you expect, unless I'm just not hearing your explanation correctly.
But I can't verify it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So you're not able to confirm that it's actually working or not, even though it's deployed, without help from the distribution team. So it sounds like we need to, like, if there isn't an issue already, set up an issue or just have a chat with people in distribution.
Yeah, there is an issue and I pinged them today.
Okay. Yeah, so as far as what to do with it, personally, I think having it blocked is fine.
Okay.
Blocked isn't an endpoint in a process. A block can be a state that happens at any point along the workflow, for whatever reason. I think I'm happy if you don't want to do that, but it's to me that was probably the most accurate. But if you want to just wait for distribution and leave it in production, that's okay with me too, David.
Okay. And so over to Gigi.
Sorry. I already announced this on the Slack channel, but I found a flight home. Gonna be Wednesday, so I'll be off for most of the week. Hopefully they won't cancel this time. I was actually monitoring the flights and there was the same flight departing yesterday. So that seems to be working. And I wrote a small document with some tips on how to test PyPI. If anyone needs, I'll be trying to be online as much as I can. I can't promise. And on to team.
Thanks. Yeah, I was just posting that the community office hours agenda is this week. So if anyone would like to attend, I was just pasting in the agenda there, but it's in the meeting invite along with the issue with some suggested things that people could work on. So if anyone would like to attend, just let me know. We're hoping to see you there.
Nice. Thank you for that, Tim. And again, thanks everyone. I apologize for being late. I think that's all we have on the agenda. If anyone wants to hang around and chat after the meeting has finished being recorded, that would be awesome. If not, you're welcome to leave as well. And otherwise, thanks very much, everyone, for following along at home. And I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day and stays healthy and safe.